Hello, everybody, and welcome to I don't even know what's called this stream. A stream because Final Fantasy has an event or something happening stream. Because that's basically all the streams that I'm doing currently is just, or recently has just been like, hey, there's an event or something's happening regarding the game, which is semi time sensitive or something like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Because earlier today at like 8 in the morning for me, I think it was, we had a live letter, which I have seen nothing from except for like one teeny tiny clip, which was just to like test audio stuff on my PC for the stream here. But apart from that, haven't seen anything else. I have no idea what they've announced. I think I saw one picture which someone had posted somewhere, which I think was on Twitter, which I think was like regarding Island Sanctuaries, but I have no context for it and I didn't really see it. I just scrolled past it. But yeah. There's gonna be like two things like quickly want to do, three, but two of them are same thing essentially, that I want to do before we get to watching the live letter, and that is for one, I've got to turn on the audio again in here. That's the wrong one. There we go. I got all the crystals that we need in order to basically progress the resistance weapon relic questline, which is the 18 haunting memories of the dying and vexatious memories of the dying. Basically, I ended up getting the last one, I think a week ago actually. I think I might have gotten that one last Sunday, maybe. Yeah, basically got that, so I'm thinking we'll go and complete that quest and accept the next one, where I think I need to actually go into Deliberum Reginae, I think it's called, and complete that a bunch of times in order to get like, I think it's maybe 15 of some item, or maybe it's more, I don't remember. And then we have another one-time quest which requires me to get 30 of so many goddamn items that is fucking insane, and you can't do them on sync, which is annoying as hell because it's, you basically need to do a bunch of raids. I think it's like you need to do the Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, and I think maybe Shadowbringer raid as well. I could be wrong on that one. You basically just need to do a bunch of raids in order to get a bunch of items. But that's not important right now. What is important is that one of the things that I want to do, we can do right out here. At least as soon as the game loads, because it's being a little bit slow. But honestly, that's not a new thing when it comes to the game and my PC. There we go. It just needs to load things. Okay, that should be enough. So, yeah, the thing we can do is basically regarding the smith. That was the wrong button combination. I got the 1,500 commendations that I have been slowly trying to get to, which means we can talk to the good old smith here and become a battle mentor. Because we're already a trade mentor, which is so fucking easy to get. You can basically get that before you even hit. Like, you can in theory get to this essentially right after you complete, or not long after you basically get to level, like after you've unlocked the firmament, you can essentially get this unlocked, because synthesizing 100 collectibles, that's not too difficult because you don't even need to have them at a high level. Getting 300 collectibles from gathering or catching, that's easy as well. It's just getting like one crafter and one gatherer to level 90, which isn't too much of a hassle. It can be a little bit slow with the crafter at least, but gatherer you can kind of just do that in the diadem. The battle one does take a bit of time. 1,000 instance or instant dungeon raids or trials completed. That one's just gonna happen as you play. Accommodation is the one that takes the longest, and then you just need to complete the tank role quest, healer role quest, and either or any of the melee or ranged TPS role quests at 90. Yeah, I can now become a battle mentor. Mentor certification, Shadow Majula, you will receive the following mentor certification, Battle Mentor. Mentors are expected to provide gameplay advice to new players, be an exemplar for player etiquette, invite new adventurers to the novice network, and answer their queries in the chat channel. Well, just that I can hardly ever get inside the novice network when I try, because that's a little bit difficult sometimes. Yeah, if I gratitude, Shana. New adventurers everywhere will be most appreciative of your services. Okay. Battle mentors may also use Dual Mentor. I don't think I have access to that one yet. Basically, once you unlock Battle Mentor, you also get access to the Mentor Roulette. Only problem is just I have not completed the Scene of Sacrifice Extreme yet, so can't do that. Which kind of sucks, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that one yet. But this one does, from what I hear, this this roulette can be a bit of a pain in the ass, because let's see, let me actually quickly look up here. Which things are actually that one? Let's see here. So let's see. It has basically, let's see here. How many? It basically has every single dungeon. So every single just 4-man dungeon, all of those, all of the guild hests, every single trial, including hard and extremes, all the way up to the current ones, but it does not include the extreme versions of the current expansion ones, so it only has the extremes up to Shadowbringers. And it has, let's see here, all of the raids except for, yeah, all of the raids, which is both normal and what is it called? Normal and alliance raids. All of them except for the binding coils, that is not included in the roulette, and it doesn't have any of the savage ones either. But it does have all the way up to current stuff in regards to the raids, so it has a lot of stuff. So I'm only missing one thing in order to unlock it. But yeah, just haven't gotten around to actually doing that. I am curious though. If I go here, it's search info, and okay, so you can basically change which sort of mentor it displays if you feel like it. So if you don't want to people assume stuff about you, you can basically just switch over to trade mentor. You feel like it, because the full mentor crown is sometimes looked down upon by the community a little bit, but I guess I can keep it on for now. Anyway, yeah, then we need to head over to the Doman Enclave and do the relic weapon stuff. And then I guess I'll find somewhere to basically sit where I can maybe also quickly switch over to the game so I can check my retainers, because I'm kind of a dumbass and started collecting stuff for some more submarine parts, because I think I might have mentioned that before, that I basically started collecting stuff for the my FC's submarines, so we can basically just could upgrade the parts that we already had. I managed to do that on the 19th, so 5 days ago, I guess it was. And basically got like almost a full set of each class of just got a ton of components crafted, basically, of the modified variety. The only thing we're missing is I think it's one component for every single class of component, and then the Sildra class ones. It's a bit difficult to explain without any visual stuff, but basically we are still missing like 32 components that need to be crafted fully, which I just didn't feel like doing because it was already a fuck ton of stuff that I need to craft. But yeah, I basically decided, hey, how about I just start collecting more stuff, so I had a new thing to do in the game. The problem is just I know that that's gonna take forever to do, so currently I'm just trying to get the normal like materials, which I can send my retainers out to get. The problem is just that takes some time, and yeah, this is probably something that I won't complete until like 2 weeks or 2 months from now or something like that, if I'm lucky. Anyway, elegant note, and I don't feel like reading all of this aloud.
Please insert memory samples for registration and analysis.
Okay. These two.
Processing complete. Initiating memory analysis. Memory analysis complete. Memory registry compile complete. 0 anomalies detected.
So far so good. Now to determine which memory is best suited to Shauna's weapon.
Yeah, that was the whole thing, that they needed to basically make a registry of a bunch of these crystals so that they could figure out which crystals would be most beneficial to the different weapons that we are making. Some of them would probably be better than others.
Warning. Probability of successful infusion estimated at 3.2%. Do you wish to proceed? What in the 7 hells? No. Why is the chance of success so bleedin' low? Etheric instability detected within the weapon. Infusion of additional ether will result in ethereal corruption. It's unstable. But I followed the old Basjan techniques to the letter. We unearthed a number of tomes in the ruins beneath the southern front, one of which pertained to the fashioning of crystal foci. To ensure the stability of ether held within them, they were said to be coated with a solution made with ethereal siltstone. Were they now? Then I suppose we'll have to do the same. Good on ya, Zira. Zayla. ERM. I am glad to be of help, but there is still the matter of tracking down the siltstone.
Naturally, the ruins of Bosja would be a good place to start. I have also heard that in ancient times, pottery made with ethereal siltstone found its way to lands far and wide. Unfortunately, it has all but disappeared from circulation in today's markets.
In that case, whoever bought those pots back in the day might have left some lying around, maybe even in ruins of their own. Oi, if we were to feed you relics made with ethereal siltstone, reckon ye could whip up a coating for the resistance weapon? Provided sufficient quantities, production of ethereal sealant is possible.
My, what an ingenious solution. You impress me, Gerald.
Course there's only one person here what can safely plumb the depths o' dark, dank ruins and come out in one piece. Best ye consult with Zalatin about which ruins ye go about plumbin', though. Zlatan, Master Gerald. Zlatan. Ahem. When you are ready to depart, Blade Majula, we may discuss the matter of where best to excavate the relics we seek. A new resistance weapons quest is now available from Zlatan.
Okay. See, apparently the next step just requires us to go into either Deliver and Regenerate, or apparently, as they said, I think it's Palace of the Deep, Palace of the Dead is the one. Let's see, it's Law Order, nice. I need to switch over to this, equip this. I think at least I need to equip it. So let's just light the mask.
Please note that upon completing the quest, please ensure you...
Yep. New path of resistance. Zlatan is ready to see you on your way once more.
Who would have thought that the answer to our prayers would be found in ancient pottery of all places? And thanks to the efforts of merchants countless years ago, such relics may be found far beyond the region in which they originated. Considering the present state of Bosja, being able to search for them in other locations may prove beneficial to us. I say us, but I am afraid the task of procuring them must fall unto you, Blade Majula. Though I dare not ask why, Master Gerald is quite confident that 15 artifacts made from ethereal siltstone are likely to contain the requisite amount to coat your resistance weapon. I trust you know better than I would.
Okay, so it's 15 we need to get. I wasn't wrong about that.
Ruins are worthy of exploration, so I will leave the rest to you. Safe travels. Time-worn artifacts can be obtained by completing the Raid Delibrum Regini, or the Deep Dungeon Palace of the Dead.
Okay. Yeah, it's those two. And yeah, that's basically all of it. So I guess I'll just head to probably my house, I think. We're not doing that right now because I need to basically get a group for Deliver and Regini, which is a pain in the ass from what I understand, because it's either, let's see, it's either really slow to do the dungeon, or it just takes forever to basically get a group. You can technically solo it, but that's like a hour plus endeavor, which is also not exactly easy from what I understand. And the problem is also that if you try to get like a group with randoms, it can sometimes be a bit of a pain also, because you might not, or it might be a group of people that really want to do it just as efficiently as possible and are basically like, yeah, we need you to have basically the best of the lost actions possible for this whole thing. Otherwise, you're not getting invited, or stuff like that. I think it's mainly just because people just don't want to do it, like do that thing. But yeah, let's just quickly finish up here with the retainers, so I can get my stuff. And then I guess I'll just take my usual seat over here. And also just get the game, because don't need that on. Okay. Let's open up that. So yeah, I basically already have This open. This is the stream, basically. I do also have the trailer open that they showed during it, just because might as well. But yeah, I have the English version of that open because might as well. So let me just quickly check something here. Hmm. Hmm. I've just noticed that I've gotten a friend request from someone that I do not recognize on Discord. Let me just quickly check something because that's I did feel like it was a little bit annoying with the whole like new names on Discord, but it does help with figuring out if someone is an absolutely dipshit or a like someone that you should not interact with. By simply looking up their username, since it's unique now, you can't really, or you can technically change it, but it makes it easier to figure out who it is, unless they constantly change it. It seems like I can't figure out who that is. I'll just leave them alone for now. Anyway, let's just start the live letter and see what we have. Wait, I think that's a trailer. Okay, that means we're already switching over to this. Okay, that was way louder.
To become a world where light and darkness are in harmony, where we're not consumed by insatiable hunger, but filled with hope for what we might create together.
I don't recognize that place. For a second I thought that was maybe Alamigo, but it didn't really look like it.
This is proof that I believe in others. A light that illuminates the way in darkest despair.
Oh.
Though I've lost my connection to Hydaelyn, I can still manipulate.
Okay, I think we already kind of knew this, but yeah, apparently we're going back to the first.
Light to a degree. If there is a chance I could save others with that power, then I have to try.
Okay, I think some of this is from the yeah, this is almost certainly from the new like Criterion dungeon, that whole thing that they have. I'm forgetting what they say they're called. Variant dungeons.
However they came to be, we shall cut a path through them.
Is
everyone ready?
Okay, what the hell? Okay, that's from the wait, that's not Alliance. What is that? That is not Alliance raids. Would it be? That might be Alliance raids.
If I had the strength,
The PvP map?
perhaps I could make such a dream
Percent
reality.
conflict?
Perhaps I could awaken us from this endless nightmare.
Oh yeah, new that what the I haven't seen you. What the hell? Okay, well that's...
And prayed,
Oh,
and those hopes and prayers have given us fall.
what the fuck is happening there? Okay, so yeah, that's almost certainly the Alliance raid.
To the star, we surrender our all.
May this light illuminate your way.
Oh, hold on. Is Zero gonna be able to basically, since she's a void scent, is she gonna be able to absorb, or have void scent again? Is she gonna be able to absorb the light in the first, or something like that? Like part of what's in the empty? Because if she can do that, that would be fucking awesome. Because then technically, like later on, it could be that, oh, we have a bunch more areas in the first that's opened up. Okay, I think some of this is more of the Alliance
This
raid.
power were mine to wield.
Hear my voice and
And
return to
MSQ.
me, as I am.
Oh, did you go there, grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural.
And the lead up to Dawn Trail.
Thus will the way open to the
Oh my god. Yeah, fucking Mike Wazowski.
thus will the
Fucking Mike Wazowski.
way open to the promised land and the death we have been too long denied.
Wait, all of those are back.
Thus will I, Golbez, bring salvation to all.
Your friendship and your trust has helped me to see new possibilities.
Hey.
And together, our light can pierce blackest darkness.
I think I just figured out what's gonna happen. We're going to the first. Zero absorbs a shit ton of ether / light ether, I guess, from the first. And that allows us to basically break the barrier on, I'm forgetting what his name is, basically the giant void end that's created from Zodiac's leftover ether. I'm almost certain of that. Anyway, time for the actual live letter. Which I need to skip a little bit forward to get to. I'm probably gonna skip through some of this because there's gonna be a lot of talking and all of it is in Japanese. So yeah, don't need to see all of that stuff. So
今ぐちゃぐちゃなんで、なんか急にあれってなってもすいません、ちょっ
I
と
think
生
maybe
温
I'm
かく
setting it
いよいよ取れ
as a speed, but yeah.
あっという間です。そうですね。あと9日後。
Okay, so part 1 is on October 3rd. Okay, so it was the early one. That means in 2 weeks ish. Less than 2 weeks, actually. Nice.
ですね。2週間お話自体。
And then mid-January for the second part, which is probably going to be 6.55.
我々ロンドンへ行って、ヨーロッ
Okay,
パでファンフェ
let's go forward because I don't need to watch all of this. I don't need. I might get some information later from post online where it's been translated, but I'm not gonna get anything out of listening to them talk because I don't get it. Yeah, more main scenario stuff. Yeah, 6.5 and 6.55. Title Square Endeavor, which is 6.55.
返しがね、ちょっと弱めなんで、大丈夫だったら大丈夫です。はい、ありがとうございます。
Let's
分かれてと。普段
a little bit ahead. I basically just want to know the different things. Okay, so Tribal Alliance quest, we already knew about that. 6.55, okay, it requires completion of all the previous ones. 6.55 is also Hildebrand, and Mandeville weapons. 6.51 is Splinter's tools. Okay, and I think that was like in October sometime that we will get 6.51. I don't remember the exact date, but they said something about, like, I think mid-October, late October or something. New dungeons, Lunar Subterranean, the Abyssal Fracture, we already knew about that. More interested about the stuff we don't know about. Yeah, the new Alliance Raid, an Unreal Trial, which was Thornton Unreal. Pretty sure we already have been told about that stuff. Okay, Variant Dungeon, I think we were also told about that. Which is the Alu Alu Island, which I think was the, I can't remember his name right now, the Cazadora that we basically helped the Fisher guy in Thavnair. And it also says here, in response to feedback, the rewards are in the works for Savage Mode. Oh, nice. Which is nice because there has been some complaints about rewards. Rewards intended to be useful in increasing item level. Ooh, that's something I think some players are going to be really happy about. Duty support for the secure dungeons. So with that, everything will be able to be soloable except for the trials. And of course the like MSQ wise, everything will be soloable except for the trials and the crystal tower raids. PvP adjustments or job adjustments, PvP updates, and crystal conflict updates, Island Sanctuary updates, new ranks, visions, gathering area in the wilds. Ooh, nice. Crops, stuff. Malicious favors. Ooh, are there gonna be? I wonder if there's gonna be like daily quest of sorts. Is maybe the favors? Yeah, Fall Guys stuff. 6.5 something. We don't know which one. I think they said something like October, maybe November-ish. The Mandible stuff. New custom deliveries. Okay. Mission lineage updates. Yeah, custom deliveries. Margaret. New consecutive ethereal reduction function for collectibles. Thank you. It was such a pain in the ass to do it manually for every single one. This is nice. Green dot indication. Here's for newly logged fish in the fish guide. That's a nice thing. Ability to store optional items in the armor. That's also nice. I don't really know which ones those are, but still nice. More items there. Yeah, the new destination thing for the teleports. Reward for obtaining all trial mounts, we already knew about that. That was the dragon, which I think people are a little bit disappointed by. Item restrictions for Dunu Roulette Alliance raids, yep. XP and Elegant Tombstone rewards for each Alliance raid adjusted according to difficulty and time required for completion. Nice! Because some of them do take a lot longer than others and are a lot more difficult, like the Evilise ones are a lot more difficult than the Alliance or than the Realm Reborn ones, the Crescent Tower one. Let's see. Yeah, we basically get the next patch October 3rd. After FanFest in the UK, we'll get 6.51. So we can expect that like in the last week or so, I guess, of October. Yeah, that ends on the 22nd. So I guess we can expect that near the 24th, on the 24th or 23rd of October is when we can expect 6.51, and then we don't really know when that one will happen. In January we can expect some days, but we don't really know. Let's skip ahead a bit because okay, job adjustments. What do we have? Balance job output between jobs within each role. Okay. Increases the potency of certain job actions. Okay, they are gonna talk about the abyssal fracture. Okay, they basically show some of that. I don't want to see it. Don't want to see any of that stuff. Starting conflict update. New weapon AI and UI adjustments. Your area. Red sands. Nice. New setting to permanently display afflicted area or it seemed to the left of the minimap in our HUD. A new outline on the field indicates the comeback point, how far the losing team was progressed to inside. Ah, that's actually very nice, because before it was not exactly easy and you kind of had to look at the UI thing at the top, which wasn't always that great. Setting to display countdown timer 10 seconds prior to commencement of overtime. That could also be nice. A small thing. Combo. Big news, you know, the PP stuff. Yeah, so far, like, I haven't seen a ton of it, but so far, some of these updates are pretty nice. Okay, new progress gauge. That's kind of looks similar to how it looked before, but it does have a few more things. So that's nice. Okay, flashing background for the winning team. Comeback point thing. Checkpoint, clear progress, nice. So the previous one. During overtime, the gauge indicates how long the losing team can remain away from the tactical just before the match ends. Nice. Also nice. Making things simpler at least. Effects for certain actions, pets, etc. adjusted to indicate ally versus enemy. Okay, that's nice because before it was a little bit more difficult to see that. Nice. Blue basically for good stuff, red, orange for bad stuff. The red sands, new area, probably some special things like text on it. Let's see what that it looks like. Yeah, this is basically just the is Thanalan inspired area. Aces thing. Oh, there's effects in there. This looks like a lot more open/exploratory the map than before, because usually it's just been like one open area, maybe a few offshoots, but it's usually been like very like I don't know, linear. Here there's like entire sort of offshoot areas. I'm just gonna hit a bit here because I don't need to watch them in a match or run around in there. Okay, some of the new armor. Okay, that might be store stuff or there's some new things that they're introducing somewhere. We don't really know, at least I can't figure that out from what them just talking. Okay, the new Lance Raid. Nea? Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead here because I don't really want to see too much of it. I kind of want to just see it when I actually get to play it, so I can actually have my like full-on reaction to it. I'm guessing that's the armor from in there. Some of it. Nice. Okay. Okay, new housing items. I think that's Elpis flowers that you can get. Looks like in some other things. Oh, fuck yes! Some proper stairs you can get up to the roof of houses. That is actually fucking nice, because usually you need to like do some weird ass like jumping puzzle stuff in order to do like set that up. So this is pretty nice. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's actually functional. Okay, new glamour, I guess. Ooh. I would not be surprised if that's a. Oh wait, that's the Felicius. That's that. I'm gonna bet that that is from the Island Sanctuary that you can get that. Either that you buy it or you obtain it from some quest or doing something specific. A Kappa outfit. Nice. That's gonna be the new like silly Rokuden glam, I think. Okay, let's see. Wait, hold on, what? Ooh, new mount. Little fairy. Nice. That's a cute one. I wonder where we're gonna get that one from though. Okay, minion? Really like that might be from the like Variant Dungeons stuff. Variant Criterion Dungeon. That's almost certainly from the Island Sanctuary, I feel like. One of those small minions there. Okay, I have no idea where that would be from. Like, they're from the moon, but I have no idea where you would get that from. Ooh. Okay, that looks like it's a... Based on how the Lalafell is standing and so on, that has to be a multi-seater. And I get the feeling that that's probably... At least I'm really hoping that that is a mount from the Island Sanctuary. Wait, it even has sort of a plow, or whatever you call it, on the back. I think that's from the Island Sanctuary. I really hope it is, at least. That has to be from the Hill Rank Quest line. There's no way that's not from there. Also, that is a fucking funny mount. Just the fact that you're in the tractor beam. How does it look when you're moving? Oh my god. What the hell? It's just in a fucking tractor beam. That has to be one of the weirdest mounts that they have made. Okay, do they have anything else to show off? Okay, plan improvements for server infrastructure. In the interest of expanding our server infrastructure options in the future, use of cloud data centers are under consideration. Okay. A North American cloud data center will be temporarily implemented for the purpose of a public stress test to be held during the 6.5x patch series. Okay. Okay. The details, the later date, basically. We'll get more info on that. But it's also North American, so I don't really care currently, but nice that they're looking at more server infrastructure options. Okay, when is the next thing that they show off? Oh yeah, there's apparently a KFC thing crossover. We've only seen like a Japanese thing with it. Okay, it looks like we're getting a KFC emote, but I think it's only in Japan, which is fucking annoying. Because it's like, there was apparently also a pizza eating emote, which was, I think, in Japan and the US, but there was a whole lot of problem with that, and the EU never got it, which is like, fucking great, kind of bullshit. So yeah, there's the tabletop RPG coming out next year, I guess, based on like Final Fantasy XIV. I read a little bit about it, don't know too much about it, but yeah, that's the thing that's coming out. Fireworks and music thing happening in November, don't really care. I think they've probably gone through most of the info that we're getting. National reading on October 2nd, so the day before the announcement, basically. And I guess that's the free trial, basically thinking that, hey, you can get up to level 70 now. Go on. And yeah, then October 21st to 22nd is the London FanFest. So I might do a stream one of those days when they have the, I guess, show-off thingy. I don't know what you call it, of future expansion stuff and live letter-esque thing that they usually have there, apparently. Yeah, it looks like that's everything, basically. Yeah. That was the live letter. That was less than an hour that everything that I did took. Honestly, pretty fast, but yeah, most of the live letter, like, it might be like an hour and a half ish in terms of like almost 2 hours in terms of stream length. I can't get anything out of most of it because it's like they're speaking Japanese. I don't understand Japanese, and it's gonna take like a few days before there's like a proper like listing of all the information and like more details than just what's written on those cards. So yeah, not a whole lot of info that we're getting, or that I can get out of that, apart from what's written on the cards. But yeah, I think that's basically just gonna be it for today's stream then, because I did all the things that I wanted to do with this stream. It was basically just the live letter that I want to react to on stream. Biggest news for me, I think, like there were a few of the miscellaneous updates. I'm forgetting what exactly they were now. Let me see if I can quickly find them. Where was that stuff listed? Where is it? I'm looking through it here. Where was that stuff? There it is. Oh yeah. consecutive ethereal reduction function for collectibles. That's pretty nice for me at least, because sometimes doing that is annoying. Like some of the usual things that they announce, like the raids, MSQ, and so on. I'm not really excited about that because we already kind of know that that's gonna happen. It's gonna look cool once we experience it, but can't really say too much about it right now. It did look like the Island Sanctuary was getting some nice things. Especially the Felicia's Favors. I'm excited about that, and also the new gathering area. Looking forward to that. And what else did they also say? I think there wasn't really too much else that I was like super excited about, because most of the stuff that I'm really like excited about is just was either already announced at the last live letter, or is stuff that I'm interested in seeing like next, like when that's like when I can actually experience it in game, like the MSQ and the raids and so on. I am excited about though that the Savage version of the variant, or specifically the Savage version of another of the Criterion dungeons, apparently are getting updates or getting like reworks to the rewards, which is pretty exciting because apparently that's stuff that you can then do in order to increase item level, which is something that I have heard some people in my FC talk about that they really wish you could do. Like, do that stuff in order to get better gear or get just higher item level stuff, instead of just only doing like raids, for example, so that you had maybe like a slightly more farmable method of getting gear, so it wasn't just a go and do this thing, like only one way of getting better gear, that you had maybe some other way of doing it, which is nice. New gathering area, yeah, that's in the what's it called again? Island Sanctuary. Where was that? Where is that thing? There it is. Here. New gathering area in the wilds. I don't really know what that means fully. It could be like the underground area that they introduced in the last patch, but I guess we'll see. I'm at least interested in seeing what it ends up being. But the Felicia's Favors I am definitely interested in, because I think that's a new thing, and based on what it sounds like, based on the name of it, I think it might be semi-daily quest-esque things. That could be interesting, because currently you basically just set up the things, then you head, and you basically just leave your island. You don't really do a whole lot of stuff there. So maybe there could be something like, hey, gather X amount of items and deliver that to the, like a market board-esque thing, and then you get some rewards from that. That could be nice, so that you had some more reasons to be on the Island Sanctuary and do stuff there, because honestly, you basically finish up things really fast there, and then it's just like you visit it like 4 times throughout the week if you really want to get the currency there, and that's basically you visit it. I think it's Tuesday to set up for Wednesday, visited Wednesday to set it up for Thursday, and actually I don't really remember how you do the whole thing, but you basically just only visit it like a few times, check the thing online of like, hey, what should you be setting it as, like to craft, and then you just do that, and then you maybe like visit every day to just gather the things from the animals, water the plants, and then that's it. So adding more content there would be kind of nice, but we'll see what it actually ends up being, because it's pretty nice that it's coming out in like 2 weeks ish. So, but we don't actually. I don't remember if that was when that was coming out. I think that might be. Didn't it actually say that on the schedule thingy that they showed? I actually don't know when Island Sanctuary stuff is coming out. I think that's maybe in 6.5. I'm hoping it is, because I would like some more Island Sanctuary stuff that I can like mess around with. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Anyway, I have nothing else to do in game or do on the stream, so I think I might just end the stream here and start farming stuff, because that's not gonna be interesting to look at, because I'm just gonna be like standing in the same place getting like 500 or some item and then go and do that somewhere else. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream here, and yeah, I guess maybe I'll see you guys maybe I don't necessarily think on the 3rd of October, but I might do a stream, like 1 or 2 streams on the 6th and the 7th, just to do the MSQ on one of the days, and then do the Alliance raid probably on the 2nd day, or something like that. I don't know really yet, but expect basically maybe like 2, maybe 3 streams throughout the first proper week of October, because that's when the next patch drops. But otherwise, then expect maybe something like on the 21st or 22nd. I don't know yet. Basically just whichever day has the sort of live letter thing for the fan fest. Yeah, I'll probably just post about it once I actually get to those days. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching the live letter with me, or just skipping through it at least. But yeah, I'll see you guys some other day. But yeah, take care, and yeah, I'll see ya.